Waters drown too deep, no strength to fight. 물결 속을 헤매이고 있어.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. What is going on? Good to see everybody. Sarah, welcome. Phoenix Rising, JJ Flower, James, Crystal, Bartman, and I think that's it. Welcome. It is Easter indeed. I need to change the title. I need to say Easter readings, don't I? That's what I did wrong. That's what I did wrong. I put Sunday and it should have been Easter. It should have been Easter. It's not a regular Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday free. I just put Easter. Easter because they know it's Sunday because it's Sunday. Easter live tarot readings free. What's going on? KSW, how is it going? A general for April. A general for April. Phoenix Rising. Let's check that out and see what you got going on over there. Let's see. I mean, we are pretty good in April. We're a couple of days in, I would say, and looking pretty good. Cowboy Dan, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Cowboy Dan, you are next. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. All right, let's get a little general. A little general. We got 20 people watching. We just started. That's always a good sign. It's always encouraging when we just start and we got 20 people hanging out. Andrew, what is going on? So good to see you. All right, Andrew, my keyboard's coming in Tuesday. I got the M32 from Native Instruments because I'm going to go with the complete collection when it goes on sale. That's my idea. Plus the contact musical instrument thing seems to be popular. Anyway, a general hangman says April is indeed a time where you need to reevaluate sort of how you're looking at things because sort of your view of everything, how we're approaching things. Christina, welcome. How we're approaching things, how we are looking sort of at things. It's sort of different based upon the month almost. It seems like you do have different situations going on, frequently do have sort of a different outlook or different type of approaches to things that you do on a regular basis. And that seems to vary based upon month, right? Sometimes you are in this situation. Sometimes you're in a different situation based on who you know, who you're talking to, what you're doing. Eve, Tammy, and Boo Boo, what's going on? Good to see you. But the Five of Swords says this particular month, I think trying to sort of approach things in a combative way, I don't think really works for you in this particular month. The Five of Swords to sort of ease up and pull back a little bit, sort of let things flow, let things sort of cycle themselves out. Because I think rushing things, moving things along, trying to get things to where you want them to be and not having much patience with it, which does happen sometimes, I don't think that serves you. I don't think that serves you well in this particular instance, especially not now. Strength says ride the waves, relax, see how it goes, and definitely sort of be on that feel of let the situation develop and blossom. And then as it does, then we'll be okay. We'll be okay because I can react to whatever happens, right? Nakona 75 and Hot Girl Vic, what is going on? Good to see you both. Welcome to the stream, Nakona. It's your first time here. It is your first time here. I assume that you have not seen the money trick. Nakona, you have not seen the money trick. By the way, in case you wonder what that is, that's where you got you go in to buy some tarot decks and you just don't have enough money. I mean, that's the bottom line. You want to buy some tarot decks, you don't have sufficient cashola in order to buy them. All you do is snap though. And then after you snap, you have enough money. We got enough money now to get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 mass market decks or 1 Kickstarter. I mean, at this point, we got enough money for 1 Kickstarter, right? That's all you really got. That's all you really got is enough money for 1 Kickstarter now. But at least it's a Kickstarter. At least you got something going on. Anyway, let's move on to the next reading. Cowboy Dan, when will I get to leave the present country? When will I get to leave the present country? Let's see, by using the camera that fell. By using the camera that fell yesterday, it did take a header. It took a header, and hopefully it's going to be all right. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Maybe I can tilt it up some. There we go. We're a little bit on the tilted side. It's like a fun house. You know, it's like a fun house at this point. We're a little on the tilted side. So let's go with this one. Let's go with this one, which, by the way, is the Wizard's Tarot. I'm just saying. Maddie, what's going on? Eve, welcome. Serling, what is up? Good to see you. All right. The Wizard's Tarot says, when will I get to leave? I want to leave. We're looking for movement cards at this point, Cowboy. Looking for those movement cards. Maddie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. General reading for April as well. There we go. All right. When am I going to get out of here? When can I get out of here? That Page of Pentacles says there is some money involved. There is a little bit of cashola involved. The Chariot says you are on the way. You're definitely on the way. I don't think immediately, may not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you definitely are on the way to get that done. The Chariot is such a great movement card. This is really what I wanted to see, bottom line. This is what I wanted to see along with the 7 of Cups. All right. I think that you have some fake promises or some things that have been told to you that may not be possible. It may not be possible. We say that because the 7 of Cups is the Lord of illusionary success. It's like maybe somebody is dangling a carrot on a stick. Maybe they sort of, trying to encourage you or trying to get some plan in action. I don't think that may be working as well as you had hoped. The Chariot says you do get going. You definitely get to do that. But the Knight of Cups says it may be a little longer than you had expected. Maris, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Page of Pentacles says there is some money involved. You definitely need some cash. A little cashola is going to be better, trying to get out. As far as when will I get to leave, I think you're looking at 5 months. I think that's the bottom line here. So we got a couple of 7s here would lean me towards the 7. Page of Pentacles, I think, along with this other sort of that Knight feel, reduces it a bit. I'm looking for 5 months. That's what I see, a minimum of 5 months. Anyway, there you go. You're definitely moving. So it's definitely getting out of there is going to be successful. And I don't think it's going to be that bad. All right, YouTube user, question below with the hearts. YouTube user wants to know, me and Ann are talking again. The future of our connection, will it go a solid, committed relationship in the future? Let's get the funhouse view. Let's get the funhouse. Can we fix this? So this fell down, and that's why it's a funhouse view now. I think that's a little better. Because we can grab this deck from here and use that one. And by the way, that one is not the Heaven and Earth. That one is a Gilded Tarot Royale. Sterling Davis, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Me and Ann talking again. The future of our connection? Will it go the distance? Will we be married? Will we be together forever? Will we be married? It's possible. It is possible. Let's see. Let's break it down and find out what is going on there. The Three of Pentacles. Oh my. Nine of Wands, Three of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So you're more into a stability realm than you probably think. There is that stability section. There is that stability that you're looking for. I think that you have some of it. You think you have some of it there. The Nine of Wands says that you're talking again, but we're still injured. This is the injured, sort of warrior that's leaning on the stick that needs to sort of move past. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. And that Three of Wands as well. It's almost like that you're not done searching. N is not done searching. You are not done searching. If someone were to sort of sneak in and they look pretty good, the grass could be greener on the other side. The King of Pentacles says, yeah, that may be an option, right? If you're looking for something committed, you're looking for something strong. I think the Pentacles here, the working at it, it definitely will need some preparation, will need some work. And I mean, a lot of things are going to happen here that is going to be unexpected for sure. Overall, you need to move into a committed relationship with a plan. I don't think winging it is going to work for you. I think having a plan is going to be your best option. And having that plan, it says the Three of Wands needs to search and seek and do that. Crystal, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But overall, it looks encouraging. I would say yes. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to give it a thumbs up as far as the stability, We are missing the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. We are missing all the usual cards, the Lovers, that would indicate a solid thing. But if you want to start, if you want to work towards that goal, I think it's there. I think it is there. General reading for April. Maddie wants to know, and Maddie will get a reading for April using, I think, this one, the Light Seers Tarot. There you go. You got to go to the building tomorrow to pick up paperwork. Will you get to talk to anybody, or will they isolate you in a bubble? They could isolate you into a bubble. It is possible indeed. All right, let's get that and see how that works for April. We got a couple of interesting ones. The Star, the World, got a couple of majors. I think April is a month of moving. It's a month of movement, right? Linda, thank you for hanging out with us. What's going on? The Page of Swords is the key here. It's like April means you need to think on your feet a lot. I think it's going to be moving. You're going to have mobile situations. You're going to have sort of things changing. So it seems April is one of those changing months where it seems things kind of roll past you, right? We get rolling into this situation. We're rolling into the next situation, etc. Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, definitely mobile, definitely unusual, definitely some things happening. The Star says the key in April for you is to find what works and to find the path. The Star says to follow that guiding star, follow that path. Because the problem is, I think you're going to get lost in all of the movement. And having the Star to guide you, knowing where you're going to be is going to be literally the key here. Because if you just sort of, go with the waves and wander with everything that's happening, I don't think that's going to work out for you. I think having a strong, committed destination in mind and following that pathway is going to make you successful. The World says overall, April brings about a conclusion to something too. A lot of the World card, everyone looks at it and goes, "Ooh, good news." But it's more than that. It's more than that, Maddie. You know that. You've watched the channel. You know that the World is a conclusion to something good. It is something closing down. It is something wrapping up. And I think April, one thing for you, Maddie, in April is going to be wrapping up. Forecast prediction for the balloon ride. Let's go on a balloon ride. And let's do it. Let's do it with everybody's favorite. I mean, everybody's favorite indeed. And that is going to be the Vox Arcana Tarot. Because the Vox Arcana knows what's up. You know what I mean? It knows if you're going on a balloon ride, what is going to happen? Are you going to fall off the side of the balloon? That's, will the balloon deflate? Will you land in power lines? There are some things that you don't want to happen. And we want to know. We want to know how that works. Because the Two of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. I think overall, it is really good. It is really good. We got the King of Cups. It feels like it's an emotional kind of thing. You're up there, it's sort of this ethereal type of thing, but in your mind. But when you get up there with the two balloons, I think there's one balloon, but there could be two balloons. I think another balloon might be, maybe one balloon. When you get up there with the balloon, I think it's more of a reality. All of a sudden, things start hitting. It's really sort of fun and unusual. That King of Cups says it's an emotional ride indeed. The Two of Pentacles as well. I think that we meet some interesting people on the ride. Definitely something that is sort of fun for everybody. Lots of pictures are taken. The Six, though, says that there is this sort of, it's sort of a thing to where you definitely want to go again. It's like there's a lot of things that we missed, or a lot of things that we do, a lot of things that we just want to go again. It's definitely one of those things that you got to go again. And the Nine of Swords is overall, it definitely sort of excites everybody. Everybody comes home and they're all sort of hyped and excited. It's very difficult to get to sleep. That Nine of Swords says, get some rest. Get a lot of rest the night before, because getting to sleep after something exciting like that, it's going to be kind of difficult. It's going to be kind of difficult. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Maris, what are Tyler's feelings for me? Let's check that out by using this deck here. This deck here is one of my favorites. You know it is. It's the Modern Love Tarot. Ethany did such a fantastic job. Ethany agreed to come on the stream. So I still need to get Ethany up here and do an interview. Like, what inspired you to make this, and where did you find the artist? And you know what I mean? Just sort of that combination, because I think this was just a grand home run, with that. All right. Got the Six of Wands. It's kind of interesting. Four of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Three of Pentacles. We do have a pretty good connection here as far as sort of an emotional thing. The Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. It's like things aren't right now. Things may not align. The stars may not align to where they need to be. Or the stars may not be where they should be, kind of thing, right? So things may not be good right now. We say that with the Four of Cups. That is sort of I'm being offered another glass of wine, but I just don't want it, right? It's this person here, they just don't want this next thing of champagne. They just don't want this wine. They may not just want this, right? That is the thing. That is the thing. You may not want this right now. It may not be the opportune time. And we see this with the Six of Wands. I think overall, Tyler is sort of successful. Tyler sort of knows where they are, where they're going. They definitely have a plan of action and whatnot. And it may not be the right thing right now, but the Queen of Cups says, I think Tyler gets a little bit embroiled with sort of the emotional aspect. I think they do end up coming around emotionally, coming around a little bit. Now, what do I mean by that? The Three of Pentacles is sort of that new birth, that getting started with something. It feels like it's slow. It gets started slowly. It's not one of those instant things where the emotions just rush over them. It's more like a nice, slow, progressive type thing that they just go on to the next phase with. So again, I think if you give it time, it will develop. It will develop slowly. It will be a progressive thing. But I do think that they do get caught up in the emotional aspect. And, they do end up getting some feelings. Just maybe not right now. Sterling Davis, what are Stefan's true feelings and intentions? So apparently you're dating somebody. I assume, sounds like it. Apparently we're dating somebody. We need to find out what their intentions are. Are they going to be good for us? Are they going to not be good for us? That's very important to know. You definitely want that action. You know what I mean? They're not true to you. If we pull the devil card, and the evil planning card. You don't want those. You want something nice. You want some good, true intentions. Six of Wands says there are some pretty good intentions. Two of Cups, they have multiple intentions. Nine of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. That's basically what you want. Basically what you want in the read, right? What you want in the read. Basically, they have multiple things in mind. That's the bottom line. They have the Two of Pentacles. It is about choices. It is about concerns, moving into these choices here. And the Knight of Cups says it is romantic. It is definitely a romantic type of thing. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. And it does have that feel of, you know, sort of this emotional involvement. It's not like just something purely on the logistical side. It's not something that is going to be purely stability type goal. The Knight of Cups is indeed a romance card. Seven of Pentacles says that they are working harder than they need to, though. It feels like that maybe you don't need to work that diligently or that hard. Maybe that's not something you really want to sort of chase that progressively. You just want to sort of relax and let things blossom and happen. And the Seven of Pentacles says they're not doing that. They are working a little bit too diligently towards this. Do they have good intentions? Six of Wands says yes. Knight of Cups says we have romantic intentions. Two of Pentacles, though, says they have more than one intention. I think they have a couple of things that they're trying to get, a couple of things that they're trying to go for in this particular matter, right? At least that's what the cards say. Samantha, should I get the hell away from Eric? Eric, if you're watching, don't be bothering Samantha like that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying now. Nothing good is going to come out of that. But let's see. By using you know what? I have no idea what's going on with my waterfall tarot. They said it was going to be 2 weeks, and it's now been 2.5 weeks. So I emailed them, and I want to know. I'm waiting for a reply. Where is my reprint? Because I paid a lot of money. I paid quite a bit of cash. I'm not going to lie. I paid quite a bit of cash for that waterfall tarot. Reprint, because I reprinted a boatload of them. And waiting for them to get here. It's supposedly going to be a thicker card stock, supposedly. So, yeah, I want to see it. And I'm going to unbox it and check it out with all of you. You know what I mean? All right, should you stay the hell away from Eric? Oh, no. No, I don't think you should stay away from Eric. I mean, I'm going to give it a thumbs down early. We're going thumbs down way, way early. That is what we're doing. The biggest thing here is the Ace of Pentacles. I think you and Eric just got started. I think there's a lot of other things happening. Tony, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. Yeah, I think you just got started. But it doesn't feel that way, does it? Right? That Page of Wands, it feels like Eric is stumbling around. It feels like Eric doesn't know what they're doing. They're just not in the mode. They're not in the groove. I think that's the bottom line with Eric here. They're just not in the groove. They're a stumbler. They're wandering around. Judgment says that they're trying to start something that should not be started, though. That can't be good. You don't want to start something that should not be started. If you open Pandora's box, you can't close it. I'm just saying, you know, that sounds dirty, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. Because we do have the Jack in the Box. The Jack in the Box says we have opened something. We have walked into a door that probably shouldn't have been opened in the first place. Hanged Man says Eric and you don't coincide mentally at all. I think Eric has these things they're worried about. You have these other things you're worried about. I don't think they blend well. So no. I think that we have differences of opinions for sure. Should you get rid of them? I don't think because of a difference of opinion. I don't know. There are some other things happening. There are some things involved. Is Eric a bit of a stumbling around person? Absolutely. But I mean, I don't see anything that just means they're just terrible. I don't see anything that means that at all. It seems like that they're, you know, I don't see any warning signs. There's no like huge red flags that are waving in the distance, right? Will I get to talk to my coworkers? We need to talk to coworkers. We do. Because You're stuck in the home with COVID scare. You haven't gotten out of the house in months. And people are startled when you want to interact with somebody else. They're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on with that? But we got to keep the COVID thing going. Well, anyway, yeah, when I talk to the coworkers tomorrow, we have a chance. We do have a chance tomorrow. Will we be able to interact, or will we have to be in our own little bubbles? Will it be like, everybody's in a bubble, and you got to sort of roll your bubble towards each other? It could be. Either way, bubble or no bubble, hopefully we can interact. Three of Pentacles does say yes. Maybe one of them will be naked. I don't know. Crystal, I don't know where you work, but I'm just saying one of them may be naked. We got two naked people here. I'm saying that the nakedness to me represents that, yeah, we can interact a little bit. We can interact. We can sort of be close to each other, next to each other. We can interact somewhat. I don't think that's going to be a big problem, right? The Chariot says that everybody is looking forward to it. I think a lot of people have been isolated. A lot of people have been stuck. I don't think they'd mind talking at all. I think that would be great. The Star says that, there is that feeling of, I do want to do that. I do want to sort of have that moment where I can sort of, talk to the people that I used to know. They've been gone a long time, but I'm just saying. The Chariot says you are going to be able to move forward in there. The nakedness to me says you are going to be able to interact, and things like that. But the King of Wands, it says it is up to you, though. I think that you have to take sort of a command point. You have to be on point for that. If you do want to interact with a certain person, you have to sort of, go that direction. Cowboy Dan, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I'm just saying you may be on point to instigate that. It's not an art class. People will have clothes on. That's a shame. Well, there are some instances where you really don't want to see somebody naked. I mean, and unfortunately, you realize that after you see them naked. I'm just saying, because that's one of the things. It's like what has been seen cannot be unseen in a lot of ways, right? Okay, thumbs up for what is seen cannot be unseen. Speaking of seen, let's go for the Gregory Scott. Gregory Scott, they know what's going on. They know why my waterfall tarot is taking so damn long to print. I'm assuming Gregory Scott understands my dilemma, because I just want my tarot decks and I just want to put them up. I want to reprint the Echoes of Nature, and the idea I had to make it 90 cards, I think, is out. I think that's out of the window right now. I think it is. Oh, wait a minute. Will Princess ever spend the night at the vets? Oh, we don't want a Gregory Scott for that. We want the Dog Tarot for that one. The Dog Tarot knows. See if we're going to stay at the vet with the Doggy Tarot. It's going to be a good read here, See, I mean, we could have like just a card that just says, yeah, you got to stay. I would think the Four of Swords is going to be the gotta stay card. I mean, we got the Lovers, we got the Three of Sea. You have the Nine of Sky, which does mean they're going to stay. They are trapped in there. There's thunder. We have worry. We have concern. And the Three says there are a lot of other doggies in there. There are a lot of doggies around. We're trapped in a cell, in a cage, in something. We have a lot of other doggies running around, barking and whatnot. The Tower says it's confusing and we're not happy. We are not happy because there's a lot of barking. We're in a little cage. We are not content. We're not happy. We're trapped. We are trapped. The Lover says that when you reunite, though, it's going to be sweet, because Princess is going to be super excited to see you. So, yeah, absolutely. We're going to go with thumbs up that they are going to have to spend the night, because we have literally every indication. Like every one of those freaking cards said yes. So, I mean, I'm just saying, every single freaking card said yes. So we're going to, if I said no, that would just be wrong of me. because that's to be incorrect. Does N want a stable relationship with me? By the way, is Tony here? Tony, are you here? Let me look at my little chat app. Tony, I don't see you. Tony, let me know what your question is. I'll be happy to read for you. Thank you for your donation on Square. Does N want a stable relationship? Let's go for it. Let's go for it with the Dark Mansion. Nothing says stable relationship quite like the Dark Mansion. I'll be honest with you now. Oh, let's do it. Dark Mansion, stable relationship. Let's do it. And let's see what is going to happen with that. Do they want one? Would they? I mean, the Lovers would be great here. Really would. The Knight of Pentacles, not so much. The Lovers, though, if we get that, we got the Six of Cups. That's a stable one. That's a stable one. The Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords. It may be a situation where a stable relationship may not be in the cards right now. We're not saying it won't be forever. It may not be right now. That friendship thing that we've talked about in the past, it could be there. Because that Six of Cups is that mutual friendship or that exchange of good things or the exchange of, sort of being a friend type of deal, right? That Six of Cups has that good stuff in there. Ten of Swords say now may not be the time for a stable relationship. We could have some difficulty with a stable relationship. That Ten of Swords is sort of the cutting action that we had. We also have the Eight of Swords, which puts like a restriction around it. Maybe there are some restrictions to get a stable relationship right now. It could be more of a casual thing. It could be more of a sort of a backing it up a little bit feel, right? That Six of Cups backing it up could be there, okay? The Knight of Pentacles says we do have a history of stability, though, that we can draw from. So it just doesn't mean that the immediate moment we can't get stability. Doesn't mean we'd never have stability. The Knight of Pentacles says that we are working towards that goal again. We have a history of stability, a history of good things that we can draw upon and sort of make some action happen there. And that Knight says, yeah, we can do that indeed. We can do that indeed. But it may take a little more time than what we were expecting. That's basically it, right? Maybe a little more time. All right, Cowboy Dan has a question. Cowboy Dan wants to know, any chances for some betterment in my life coming soon? Aaron, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing, Aaron? Good to see you as always. By the way, if you are new here, there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. And then I pick at random. Donations take priority, though. All right. Let's see what is going to happen with all of this. Let's go for a little golden Art Nouveau tarot, right? We need something better in our life, and the golden Art Nouveau tarot is going to do it. It is going to do it. No, soon, Nakona, you are Tony. Well, thank you, Nakona. I appreciate that. Then you are next, Nakona. We got your question in the queue there. Current career path. I got you. Okay. Let's see what is going. Any chances for betterment in my life? And then Nakona, you are next. Thank you again for the square donation. Let's see some betterment. Let's do that. Aaron, thank you for your donation. Aaron, let me know what is happening there. Okay. Any changes for the better? You need to work at it, unfortunately. There's two types of betterment in the life, right? You could have financial betterment. You could have an improvement financially. We could have a situation where we have more love or we have more stability. You know what I mean? We have a mixture. We have a mixture here. The first thing that is getting better is going to be emotions. We have the Ace of Cups. It's like we're moving into that next emotional stage. And that's going to be important for you because I think you're kind of at a dead end emotionally in various ways. But the extra bonus that we have emotionally, the extra opportunities that we're going to have soon, I think are really going to make up for it. So yeah, soon we'll have an open door to betterment of emotions. And the Knight of Swords is, I think that you'll be chasing it quite liberally, right? You'll be chasing that betterment. Because again, when, you do have a little bit of a stalemate here, where it seems like no matter where I work for this, no matter how I do that, I don't seem to be making the progress that I need to make. You know what I mean? I'm not making the progress that I need to make. And in order to do that, we are going to have to definitely chase some opportunities. So you're definitely going to have to get up and go forth with the emotional betterment that is coming, okay? Not going to be sort of a freebie where it just gets dumped into your lap. The Emperor says that some of the things that are out of your control, I think, are going to be within the realm of your control a little more. In other words, a lot of frustrations that we have in life are just because we can't do anything about it, right? So maybe we have a court case. We can't do anything about it. Or maybe we have a traffic ticket. We can't do anything about it. We just got stuck with it. That Emperor says that it is about that level of control. And I think you're about to have a little more power, a little better spot in the driver's seat coming up. That's going to be important for you, because now it sort of alleviates a lot of the stress that you have about what am I going to do? Well, now you know what you're going to do. You're doing it. I mean, you're planning it. You have that option. You're not going to be able to get everything under control, though. Be aware of that. So if you're trying to sort of loop back and say, okay, if I do have command and control, I want this, I want that, and I want this, I don't think that works. I think that you do have a level within some pieces, but not all. And you do have to sort of take care in what you are going to spend your time chasing. Because trying to chase everything is obviously, it's not going to work out. But trying to chase a certain something and isolate something, I think that is going to be better for you in the long run. All right, Nakona, is the new career path the right one for me? This calls for a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
By the way, Nakona, since you are new here, a throwdown is basically a wrestling match of tarot cards. Just saying. It's where you have two options and you want to know which one is best. And I'm going to lay it out in the line for you. I am going to say that the new career path is up here. Staying where you are is down here. Okay? So the new career path, let's break it down. It sucks. No, I'm kidding. The new career path is mixed. You got a mixed blessing here. The new career path is not going to be as sweet as the old one. That's the bottom line. It's not as sweet. It's not as savory. It doesn't feel as magical as the old one. Why is that, Nakona? One, Emma, thank you for your donation. One is that you need to get comfortable with it. It's so easy to slip back into the old habits, but you can have more opportunities if you embrace the new career path, because we do have the success that you need. That fiery aspect right here. The fiery aspect of that 6 is going to loop around, and it's going to make it successful for you once you get comfortable, once you make it your home, okay? Because this says it will be your home. It will be a comfortable place to be, but you just have to make it happen. There's some discomfort at the beginning. There is some discomfort in the beginning. You're going to have to sort of put up with it, though. Staying where you are is really comfortable. It's the old career path is familiar. It's comfortable. It feels like it's more satiating. It just feels good. Is it going to be something long-term that you can embrace? Maybe not. The Hierophant says that it is a formal thing. It is dull. The new career path is going to be less dull and allow more for your creativity to shine, which is what you want, So yeah, if you're looking for dullness, a little bit of the sapping your life slowly, that old career path looks good. But for some creativity, some fun, some expansion, I think the new career path does it. It does it for you. It literally does it for you. All right. Aaron wants to know, can I have a love reading for April? Aaron, you got it. You got it. We're going to use the Gregory Scott for this one and get some love on the line. get some love on the line, because I think that's what Aaron needs at this point, right? Robert De Niro, what is going on? Welcome back. Robert De Niro wants to know why people are ignoring him. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe it's because you appeared in Taxi Driver. You know, a little bit psycho in Taxi Driver. I don't know. Can I get a love reading? The Queen of Cups says, it's all about finding something emotionally satisfying. I don't think that you're emotionally satisfied right now. You know, I think you're kind of in a box. I think you're sort of trapped in. I don't think some things that should be satisfying are satisfying. I think some of the things that you've been chasing aren't working out. It's more of an emotional satisfaction thing for you coming up soon. Queen of Cups is the water in water. And that is exceptional. That is amazing. And the Knight of Pentacles says that we're meeting somebody, basically. We're meeting somebody. We're getting some love. We have some things happening here. And I say that because the Ten of Pentacles is pretty rock solid, stable compared with the Ten of Cups, right? Because you're looking at a new interaction. You're looking at a new interaction. I really think it's a Taurus. It's almost like a new interaction, a Taurus feel, where the final destination or the beauty, the love, the things that you kind of really want to embrace are sort of dangled in front of you like a carrot on a stick. Okay. Do you want to chase that? That's up to you. But the Knight of Pentacles says it damn well looks good. And that Two of Cups, that Taurus feel as you sort of get in there, it does have a lot of excitement, some exceptionality to it, some fun with it. And I think that's where you want to be. I think that's where you want to be. So overall, it's looking good. It's looking fantastic. So again, a Taurus feel, a good opening opportunity. It looks better than it actually is. So you may want to sort of hold back a little bit, but the Knight of Pentacles says this is where you really want to be, right? A little bit of that devil feel too there. A little bit of the devil feel, right? Sort of a little bit too many promises almost. Too many promises, too quick. Feels a little off, but it has some meat to it. Robert De Niro should apply for the place at AM. Emma, why does Y keep ignoring me? I don't know. Why does Y keep ing me? What does ing me? What is Y? What? Mwah. Why does Y keep texting me? Okay, why does Y keep texting me? For this one, let's use the Mons Tarot. And see what is going to happen with the Mons Tarot. Why do they keep texting me? What do they want? What is the goal here? Why do they keep spamming me? I mean, they need to ease up with that. They need to ease up with that. Any mods in chat? What's going on, Paula? What is going on? I'm a mod, oddly. Anyway, why keep texting me? The world, the luminary, and the Page of Pentacles. If they really don't have anybody else, they really don't have anything else. Something's happening, something's going on. The world says that they're trying to get through to you, basically. They're trying to get through to you. They have some thing that they want to bring in, but they don't know how to do it. So they're having a little bit of a challenge overall. They have something to bring in. They have something to present to you, and they want you to sort of have it, right? You basically have almost like two world cards in here. It is a thing to where they need to complete something. They need to finish something. And in order to do that, they're going to be reaching out to you. So there you go. That's basically it. They have something to deliver. And you have two luminaries. Look at this, how interesting it is, right? Two luminaries. So basically they want to bring something in. They want to bring something to you, and they're not sure how to approach it. And so they're going to try to do that via the only method they know how. But unfortunately, that method is a little bit off. It almost seems like maybe that doesn't work well. But they're going to try it anyway. They're going to give it a shot, Emma. They're going to go for it and give it a shot. Why is that person ignoring me? You can't ignore Robert De Niro. You got it, because Robert De Niro will rob your De Niro. We need to find out. Let's use Christina's new deck, the one that she actually loves. That is going to be the slow tarot. Slow tarot, I mean, they made paintings. They made oil paintings for this deck. I don't know if I would have made oil paintings for the deck. They've been a little bit brighter, a little bit brighter. I mean, that's kind of dingy, but that's just me though. Why are they ignoring me? Why won't they communicate with me? There's somebody in between. Robert De Niro. Let's break it down. Like MC Hammer. You have two people at a table, Robert De Niro. You have these two people, okay? And there's a distance between them. And there's somebody that is in between them that is maybe negotiating or maybe warning them about you or warning you about them or something's happening. There's an interaction between a third party. That's basically what it's saying. Seven of Cups says that either what you're saying is too good to be true or what you represent is not something that they think is real, okay? We say that because we have the Five of Cups, a disappointment, combined by the Lord of Illusionary Success. Now, what does that mean? I go in this in my book, by the way, like an extensive, way too long diatribe on the Lord of Illusionary Success. That's for damn sure. One possible meaning of this is what you see is not what you feel is right. So I can see something. I know it's there. It almost doesn't seem like it's right, or there's something a little bit off with it. Basically, that's it. So they're ignoring you from that. We have a third party, maybe interacting, a third party sort of saying something in between or whatever. Aria, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Now, should I apply for the place at AM? Let's go ahead and use the same deck. Use the same deck and find out if you're going to be applying for this place or no. Because we want to know if we're applying someplace, if it's going to be half decent. You know what I mean? You don't want a place that's not decent. You want a place that's at least half decent. Okay, let's see. Find out, should I apply for this place? Yes. And yes. And yes. And yes. Yes.
Mwah.
Give thumbs up. Yay, thumbs up.
Hooray!
The bottom line is, Betty, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The bottom line is go for it because we have the 6. The 6 is making a journey and hoping for the best with it. And it is moving from a place maybe of challenges to a place that's not as challenging. I mean, that's it. The Emperor says that this place has a lot of growth potential for you. So you can get in there and you can start by making taxi driver. But then later, you're going to get an opportunity to make Heat, which I think was a hell of a lot better movie, bottom line. Now, don't stay around so long that you end up making Stardust or something. Don't stay around that long to where you're dancing around like in Stardust, right? But you do want to sort of get out after Heat. I think after Heat, that's probably where you want to get off. The Emperor says that you have growth potential here. The Moon and Death are both different levels of expansion, okay? In other words, different levels of expansion, meaning I'm wandering into a place that I don't know what to do. And that's okay because you have growth potential, but you are wandering in a place where you don't know what to do, right? I'm just saying, a place where you don't know what to do. So be aware that there's going to be some discomfort, maybe some itching. I mean, I don't know. There's going to be some discomfort. And once you get through that expansion is going to be all important. Just make sure and get out after Heat. Don't stay long enough for Stardust. Will Jay agree to fix things between us? What's Jay doing? I mean, is Jay going to fess up? Is Jay going to fix everything? That's what you need to do. What you need to do. Let's read the thought. Nothing says, nothing says bad news like the thought, but I think Arya wants the truth. Arya wants to know the reality. Arya is ready for good news or bad news, whatever the Thoth wants to deliver tonight. That's what you're going to get. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. We're giving it a thumbs up. That is for sure. Saba, it has been a hot minute. How are you doing? This looks better than any reading you will get. Arya, I'm telling you now, this looks fantastic. And that's what you need. You have two freaking aces here. If you're going to get things fixed, if you're going to get the initiative, if you're going to chase what you need chased, you're going to get that action. It starts with fire. It starts with the fire. And the fire that you need is over there with that ace. The fire is what you need with that ace, combined with the stability that we need to get back. Because Arya, we lost the stability. We lost it. We need to get it back. And the ace says, I'm willing to work. I'm willing to get it done. I'm willing to do that. I have the emotional commitment. I have the commitment that I need to get that done. I think it's going to work overtime to get it done. Now, they are going to be a bit manipulative, a little bit on the manipulative side, but I think you're prepared for that. Gabriella, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. I mean, let's see. I get Vab vibes. Hanging out with these new friends, does it mean something? Betty wants to know if the new friends are going to be bad. You don't want bad new friends. You want good new friends. Come on. You want good new friends. Let's do that. But let's see if these particular ones are bad. I mean, we do have a little bit of action with this 8 of Wheels, 9 of Swords, the Empress, and the 7 of Wands. I think one person in particular has bad things to say about almost everybody. One person in particular has a little bit of a mouth on them, where they do have a little bit of gossip on the side. So be prepared for that. In other words, don't give out too much. Don't give out things that can be used against you, Betty. That 7 of Wands, be a little defensive. Don't just offer up the house. Don't just offer up everything. A 7 of Wands says, ease up with that, right? The Empress says you need to find your comfort zone with these people. I think there are more trustworthy people and others may not be as trustworthy. You need to sort of find out who is going to be whom, because the 9 of Swords says if you give away too much, it'll be used against you later. So the 9 of Swords says be cautious, be careful, but go in with an open mind and an open heart. That's where the 8 of Wheels says. Go in with an open mind. See who's who, but I think your intuition will guide you to the people that have more of the reason for the bad vibes. And I think it's gossipers is what I think is bottom line. So, keep some things close to you. Don't give away the house. Be a little bit cautious when you share information that you don't share too much. Basically, and your intuition will guide you. I don't think you're just going to be completely lost, right? Saba, thank you for your donation. Araya, thank you for your donation. Other donation. Saba wants to know, how does Leo feel after I message him? We haven't had contact in forever. We just haven't had contact in forever. How do they feel? We're going to use a fantastic card for this. Bottom line is what's going to happen here. How do they feel? What are they doing? What's the overall sort of vibe for this, right? I mean, you do have the 7, King of Swords and the Devil. The conversation comforted in them some. The conversation did a little bit of comforting. They need to process the information, though, they're not going to be able to just process it immediately. They need time. They need some space. The King of Swords says they need to figure out where they belong in the situation because, now it feels like that the framework, the foundation of the house is different. So now I need to figure out where I'm going to place some of my stuff in the house now because I don't know where I was. The 7 says that it does feel like that you're going to get the connection back. That is a returning lover card. It feels like we're going to get the connection back. It's just a matter of easing up with it and not rushing it and let it sort of developing on its own, because I think rushing this particular situation won't do you good. You need to ease up with it, relax, sort of, be there and let it develop, be there and let it grow. It's like a flower. You can't rush a flower to blossom or a flower to grow, right? All right. We have a Libra. I haven't spoken in a week. I asked him if it's over. What's he going to do now? Is it over? Is it concluded? Is it the end of the line? Is it the end of the line? The Poe knows. The Poe is going to give you the end of the line rating. If it is the end of the line, the Poe's going to let you know now. I'll tell you that. Poe doesn't really mess around. Poe just sort of throws it on the table. It's like a Thoth wannabe. I'm going to throw it on the table and we're going to see how it works. Betty, thank you for your donation. I appreciate your other donation. Haven't spoken to him a week. Is it over? This is the thing. 5 of Cups says yes. The Empress and the Magician. It's time to move on. It just feels like it's time to move on. Gabriella, this is entertainment purposes only, by the way. The Magician says that it's time to take back your power, time to take back your command. The Magician next to the Empress, you have the leadership that you need here, and you have the skills and the knowledge and the intuition that you need here. This combined means, Gabriella, you need to find your power. You need to find your power and use it, because we have the Lord of Disappointment. I think disappointment is going to be there. Disappointment is going to be there. What are they going to do? They're going to be immature. They're going to be immature. I mean, I'm just saying, they're going to be immature. You want somebody that's mature. If it's going to be over, fess up. Tell me it's over. Don't lead me on. Don't make me wander around. Don't make me focus on something I shouldn't be focusing on. If it's over, tell me it's over. But the Page of Cups is a neophyte. It's a newbie. It's somebody that doesn't have that confidence, somebody that doesn't have that approach that you need. And they're going to be immature about it. That is, what are they going to do? There's your answer. They're going to be immature about it. What are Jay's feelings towards me? By the way, we're ending soon. That's what we do. That's what we do. We end soon. We are ending soon. Last couple of readings tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of y'all so much. Oh, man. See, that's what we do in Texas. We say y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. You know what I mean? Heaven and Earth Tarot is going to let you know, Aria. Let me know how to pronounce your name, because I don't know. I probably butchered your name the entire night. I apologize, but I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce everything, but I do love to learn. I am expansive. I do love to learn and expand my knowledge of stuff every time that I can. What are the feelings towards me? Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Basically. I mean, you already see this. I mean, you don't need much here, right? Kathleen, welcome to the stream. Ari. All right, Ari. Thank you. This is a disappointing card. This is another disappointing card. It feels like there's been too much time. There's been too much time, and the time that was used wasn't used wisely, and things just sort of developed into a different direction. We have the moon, the Luna. The moon says that we're getting into a new place, a new adventure. Do we want the old adventure? No. We want the new adventure. They're moving into the next thing, the next phase. And they're keeping everything tight to the chest, right? They're keeping everything tight. They're being a little bit on the selfish side, where they're not willing to open up. They're not willing to open up a re. They're not. Because we have two cards with swords. Like the communication didn't go as well as they had hoped. Maybe things didn't sort of coincide or blend as well as they wanted. You just have challenges here, and you have to deal with those. You definitely have to deal with those. But yeah, it doesn't look good. Overall, that's not a good reading. I'm just saying. Betty, what are the spirit guides want me to know? Betty, I'm going to tell you exactly what they want. Betty, we're going to use my favorite tarot. Crystal, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I'm just saying. Betty says, this has become my favorite stream. Betty, I'm glad that you're here. It is good to see you. It is good to see you. I appreciate you being here. I'm glad that you enjoy it. The wild and wacky magic tricks. And you never know what you're going to get on this freaking stream. I'm just going to point it out now. You don't know what you're going to get when you join, because I could show a Rubik's Cube trick, could be a money trick, it could be a card trick. I could not show a trick at all. I could have some sound effects that you've never heard before. You never know what you're going to get. All right. I clicked that and I didn't click back. I need to click back to your question. What does the spirit guides want me to know? Start planning early. You need to start looking, Betty. You need to start looking. I think if you don't start looking now, you're going to miss something that you wanted, Betty. You're going to miss it, Betty. You got to start looking. You got to start planning now. Look out in the distance and figure out where that needs to be. 9 of coins, Betty, you got it made. You got it. You're not hard up. You got it pretty nice in some ways. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you have. And sort of, hold it close. Hold it close to you. Because the 5 of coins says there are some challenges ahead. And you want to make sure to have the stability once you merge into those challenges. You don't want to wing it. You want to have the planning done. You want to have the appreciation for what you have. You want to take inventory before you hit a little bit of a speed bump on the way, right? 7 of Swords says you are going to be able to take away some things from the speed bump. Not going to be as bad as it looks initially. 7 of Swords, you can be able to heist some of the swords and move into the next direction with it. So these experiences are some of these things that you sort of develop on the way through the challenges are going to take you to the next level once you're outside of it. That's basically what the spirit guides want you to know. I think that's a pretty good read too. By the way, if you like this cloth, it is available on my Etsy. Link in the description of the video. But yeah, it's a thick cloth. Look how thick that is. How many tarot cloths do you see that are that thick? Like none. This is thick velour. It feels luscious. It feels luxurious. This is not one of those thin-ass cloths that you get. You get one of these thin tarot cloths is like paper, basically. You can see through it. You ain't seeing through this. Yeah, you're not seeing through this. And it's built for wear and tear. Wear and tear. It's designed to just be used a lot. It's designed for furniture. All right. Crystal Davis. What are the Capricorn's feelings towards me? Let's do it. We have the last reading of the night. Need a little Capricorn love because Capricorns do it. I mean, Capricorns, they do it right. They do it right. Speaking of doing it right, we have the this tarot, the traditional manga tarot. Or is it manga tarot? I don't know. Either way, it's a good tarot. Apparently, it's traditional. I mean, I don't know about all that, but apparently it might be traditional. All right, let's see. What are their intentions towards me? Wrapping up the night. By the way, I'm here every single night. I mean, did you like the stream? Give it up. Click that button. You know where it is. That like button, click it. Click it if you like the stream. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. Because let's be honest, I'm going to be here every day, whether anybody likes it or not. So if you let YouTube know that I don't suck, they'll route some new people here, and we can get the family to grow. All right. What are the true feelings for me? The Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups. It's more about stability than emotion, is what it's telling me. The Five of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, they feel like that there is an opportunity here. Will it turn out emotionally amazing? Maybe not. Will it be something that's fun to chase? I think so. That Nine of Wands says they're hurting, though. They're hurting. I think they have a previous relationship that caused them to hurt. They have a previous relationship that caused them to hurt. It's almost like they're in recovery mode, right? The wounded warrior is here. And the Wheel of Fortune says they want something that's more predictable and more their speed because they don't want to be wounded again. Nobody does. But the Ace of Pentacles says they're willing to get that done. They're willing to sort of commit to something. They're willing to commit to a little bit. Emotionally, though, it's going to be very distant. It's going to be hard to pull them in, to sort of rope them in. And, you know, it's going to be like the scared cat. Have you ever seen like a stray cat? It's like really scared, you know? It's like a scared cat. You got to approach them gingerly and, you know, be nice and don't make any sudden movements. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those. Speaking of sudden movement, I am moving out of here. We are going to take a shower and eat a banana. And thank you for all for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for more fun.